Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, Shem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word of sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. All right, and I'm going to start in Isaiah 30, 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add, that they may add sin to sin. All right, and of course the rebellious children are talking about the Israelites. All right, but saith to the Lord that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. All right, and one of those coverings, all right, the Israelites, which the Israelites are not supposed to be voting anyway. You're not supposed to, vote someone, quote unquote, king of you that's not of your brethren. All right, so that's just wicked in itself. But your political affiliations, that's a covering. All right, especially the Democratic side of things. All right, you got these diehard Democrats, man. All right, who really don't even know why they're Democrats. All right, because one of the things I do when I talk to these people, of course I'm not gonna, like the scripture say, don't cast your pearls, before swine. All right, so I'm not really getting in depth with the scriptures with a lot of these people, but just ask these people questions about their political affiliations, and they can't even tell you why. You ask somebody, well, what are the 5 policies that made you a Democrat? They don't fucking know. All right, they just been up under the wing of the Democrats, man, and that's wicked, man. That's covering yourself with a covering that's not the spirit of the Lord, because even when you look at the Democratic Party, all right, they don't do shit for so-called Negroes, Latinos, Natives, Seminole Indians. They don't go in the office with a mindset of, well, let's get them up out of. The Most High wouldn't even allow them to do that because we here to be oppressed, man. So y'all screaming up and down, niggas is in the street, Trump is out of here. It's going to be the same shit with Biden, man. And I'm going to get into this article, all right, which is going to, show that Biden's, Cabniet or whatever, is the same as Obama's. What did Obama do? But y'all keep covering yourself with that covering of the Democratic Party, when nothing changes in America, regardless, as it pertains to the oppression of the Israelites, no matter who's the leader, or the king, or the president, whatever you want to call it. All right. But it says that walk to go down into Egypt, which America is modern day Egypt. All right, spiritual Egypt is Sodom as well. All right, Revelation 11 and 8. All right, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And that's what y'all doing. Y'all think this place gonna get better. All right, it's nothing's changed in America. We not in hardcore bondage anymore. All right, we still in bondage, man. That shit that was popping off in like the 40s and shit, where Esau could just run up on you and lynch you in front of the town. Like, that's what's the difference between that and George Floyd? It's them putting you to death and not being held accountable. Well, you can vote now. Them old Negroes. Oh, your ancestors died and, for the right to vote. And, well, voting ain't did nothing, man. You think if your quote-unquote ancestors who died for the right to vote, seeing the state of the ones who are in their right mind, seeing the state of America right now, that they would die again? No, it'd be like, fuck that. Just because you die for something don't mean it's right. You want to praise them. I don't mean to go on like a tangent, but you want to praise them for dying for the right to vote. Well, why Ishmael, he died for his shit, but he's a criminal in everybody's eyes. He's a bad guy. They worshiping that false god. He strap a bomb to himself, go blow up a building. Is he a hero? Is he to be reverenced? No, so that's the same thing with that niggas died to vote shit, man. You die for nothing. Shit ain't heroic. You thought you dying was gonna change America. Man, ain't nothing changed, man. No matter what political party that you're affiliated with. Even if you niggas that's Republicans. The only reason you see these quote unquote black or Latino Republicans is because they got money. That's all it's really about. Who's gonna tax me more or tax me less? Alright? Says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Because when the Most High bomb on this place, I really turn up the heat in this place, alright, you're gonna be confused because motherfucking Joe Biden ain't gonna do nothing for you. You're gonna be ashamed and confused because you're not gonna know who to trust in. You're trusting in the American political system, but when that shit crashes, and it will crash, America as a whole, who are you gonna turn to? All right. So ultimately, you believing in this place and believing in the political system or the ideologies of this place, the holidays. You got a, Turkey Day coming up. Whatever you believe in America is going to be stripped from you. And the only people, who are going to know who to turn to, as we've already done, is those who believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All this shit is smoke and mirrors, man. All right, now, it's this article. Come on, man. All right, so this is on RT News. Says America's back. Biden's recycle Obama-era cabinet picks promise. And that's the problem, all right? They're selling you the same dream, man. It's like a pastor or a pimp. Like they just woo you into, you know what I'm saying, giving them the money or giving them your allegiance, if you will, man. All right, but it says Helen, that's a tweet. U.S. President-elect Joe Biden has officially unveiled his cabinet picks, who introduced themselves in a hail of platitudes, promising a return to the Obama model of velvet-gloved regime change and woke warmongering. All right, it's all bullshit, man. All right. This is going to be the same as the Obama era, which was nothing, man. And the irony in it is Obama ran a whole campaign on change because, of course, this is before I knew the truth. And I voted for Obama in 08. I was just turned 18. Like, yeah, black president. Things going to change. Man, America been the same since I've been alive, man. And I'm rather young, man. Come on, man. No matter who's in office, it's the same, man. The Israelites or the downtrodden and the impoverished and Esau reigns supreme. All right. Biden introduced his cabinet after gushing at length about his unrelenting belief in the promise of America, piling on the cliches as he trotted out his hand-picked pack of Obama administration second stringers he previously worked with as vice president. Now, unrelenting belief in the promise of America. What is the promise of America as it pertains to the Israelites, man? Is you just gonna get your ass kicked and be poor, man. So that's why the excitement of a democratic new regime confuses me, man. Because whatever Democrat was in office, what the fuck? Excuse my language, but what happened? If you really dig deep, Democrats have been screwing you. Not like the Republicans or America as a whole hasn't screwed the Israelites, but, just for the sake of the argument, what have they done? Like that Planned Parenthood shit that allows the nigger woman and the Latino woman to go murder they murder babies because they have a life within the womb. Murder. That's the Democratic policy, man. Welfare and all that shit. Which, if you need that shit, I ain't a hater. Get it how you live, Shit, some people in a position where you need low-income housing. You need food stamps. I ain't, But one thing that's done as it pertains to the woman is put the man out of the equation, which is why that trickles down and fucks up everything. Because you can't, if you a woman, I can't remember the movie, man. It's an old school movie. But them welfare folks that came to the chick house, and it was like a black movie, and she was hiding the man's shoes and hiding everything that would let them know that a man was present. That's a part of that. That's a democratic shit. But the same people will complain and say, oh, the black household, the father isn't even in the house. The woman has an incentive for the father not to be in the house. Because when you look at the dynamic between man and woman, Israelite man, Israelite woman, everything that a man naturally provides for a woman, then now the government do that shit. So a woman don't need a man for protection. She got a police. She call the police, they come shoot you in the face. She don't need a provider. She got motherfucking food stamps, low-income housing. Just to name a few. You know what I'm saying? Like, just on a personal level, like, the mother of my children don't do shit but get fucking assistance. Nigga don't work, don't do nothing. So, that's some Democrat shit, though. The crime bill. Shit that, and I don't remember exactly the title of it, but things that Bill Clinton wrote in the play that locked more Jakes up, man. But this is who you rolling with. All right, well, I'm gonna continue on. We can't solve all the world's problems alone. Yeah, the Most High is gonna solve that problem because He's gonna send Yahushua back to eliminate the problem. And who's the problem? Esau. All right, we need to be working with other countries. Secretary of State pick Anthony Blinken declared, underlining the bland statement by pleading that we need their cooperation, we need their partnership. All right, man, these countries are going to turn on America. As prophesied, like Obadiah, I've made you small among the heathen. They hate America. And I've had a chance to be outside the country. They hate Americans. It's not even the white Americans. Because when Jake go overseas, for anybody that's been over there, maybe been in the military, they love us. But the way that they treat the Edomites over there, they look like they just want to spit on them, like they hate them, man. So all this working with the other countries, man, nah, man, it's not gonna happen. He underlined his pledge to meddle more in foreign affairs with a heartstring-tugging World War II anecdote of a family member being rescued by a U.S. tank, knowing only the phrase, God bless America, a cliche most film directors would reject as to all the no's. Yeah, God bless America, man. Come on, man. Most High about to destroy America. All right? I ain't even going to play that video. Department of Homeland Security pick Alejandro Mayorkas echoed Blinken's promise to work day and night in the service of this nation. Though aside from a brief reference to his parents' heroic struggle to escape communism, he didn't have any cinematic bones to throw the American population. Avril Haines, the proposed director of national intelligence, who'd be the first female to hold the role, vowed to use her position to help advance our security, our prosperity, and our values. First of all, America has no values. It's a bunch of savages, man. And when I say savages, I ain't talking about how you niggas say it. I'm a savage. Like, no, these is like barbaric demons, man. As far as prosperity, no. America hasn't been prosperous since the 50s. America's been on a downward spiral since like the 50s and 60s, man. That was like the prime, or what you call the gold. You know how they say the golden era in rap? Like that was the golden era in America, the 50s and all that shit. So as far as prosperity, no. And security, definitely not. Most I'm about to destroy this place, man. But you wouldn't know that because you're in tune, not in tune, but like you have an allegiance to these people. So when you hear these words, these are trigger words: security, prosperity, values. For you, for the non-believers, rather. But this is a bunch of bullshit, man. Like, you know the prophecies. How do you say security, man? Prosperity and values. Come on, man. A celebration of her glass ceiling shattering nomination came all the way from Israel, however. Sources close to Mossad Director Yossi Cohen told the Jerusalem Post that Cohen was thrilled to see the U.S. intelligence community be led by a woman. And this is wicked in itself. And of course, them so-called them Israelis over there, because they exhort the woman, man. And America's relationship with Israel is basically just to hide the fact that they're not the people of the Bible. But that's a whole nother story, man. It says Belinda Thomas Greenfield, Biden's nominee for U.S. ambassador to the UN, had perhaps the most disturbing words of the international community. Addressing my fellow career diplomats around the world, the long-serving politician said, America is back. Multilateralism is back. Diplomacy is back. America's going out, man. You know what I'm saying? But when you read this from the perspective of a black Democrat, because I hate you niggas, man. You know, black Democrat, man. This shit, you know what I'm saying? They love this, man. It's just funny, man. America is back. That's what Trump said. Trump said, make America great again. Everybody got all tight. These niggas saying the same thing in a roundabout way. This is not quite as warm and fuzzy of a promise as it sounds, given the hawkish nature of the Obama presidency and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's unprecedented efforts in that administration to turn the State Department into another tentacle of the Pentagon. Pardon me. National Security Advisor Jack Sullivan promised to be vigilant in the face of enduring threats from nuclear weapons and terrorism. You know, and this is the bullshit, man. Or another piece. You should be vigilant against the face of enduring threats. You're an enduring threat. You've been an enduring threat to the world since you have been established as a nation. But they try to make it look like, oh, we got to protect ourselves. You the bully. From nuclear weapons and terror. Come on, man. Nuclear weapons, y'all, when they drop Fat Man and Little Boy, that stopped the world. Over there in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that stopped the world. You're the threat with the bombs and shit. And the terrorism. You terrorize the world, man. But y'all love this Democrat shit, man. Pledging to work relentlessly to keep our country and our people safe, to advance our national interests and defend our values. All right. So once again, America doesn't have any values. Having values is synonymous with morality. You got grown men dressed like bitches in America. That's the values. Just for an example. To advance our national interests, which is code word for imperialism. It's just you going around bullying people, man. All right. And keep our country and our people safe. Now, we know the impending demise of America as it pertains to the thermonuclear missiles. But whoever starts beef with America, at least, you know, people maybe older than me, you know, Show me. But nobody's threatening America. You're the threat. Nobody's waging war in this place. War starts because America sticks his nose in other people's business and tries to play the hero. So all that is BS. More BS. Failed 2004 presidential candidate, Obama administration Secretary of State and incoming climate czar John Kerry. Oh God, John Kerry is in this. This is crazy, man. Promised to bring the world together to deal with environmental issues, warning that no one should doubt the determination of the country that went to the moon. Y'all ain't been to the moon, man. Cured supposedly incurable diseases and beat back global tyranny to win World War II. You know, this is, come on, man. It's like, I didn't even mean to make this video this long. It's just, it's bullshit amazes me, man. Like, you went to the moon, you didn't go to the moon, cured supposedly incurable diseases. What diseases are those, man? Not to mention the fact that you administer the damn diseases. I think these diseases just come out of nowhere with names and shit. Come on, man. I know why. You know, the more I put blinders on you, but damn, y'all can't. You know, and beat back global tyranny to win World War II. Come on, man. This kind of crisis demands that kind of leadership again, and President Biden will provide it. Kerry continued, declaring the same Biden administration that promised nothing but fundamentally change would not only measure up to heroic wartime presidents, but simultaneously trust in both God and science. He's going in on these Democrats, man. Lift the falling middle class up out of the ditch the COVID-19 shutdowns plunged it into, leave a healing planet for future generations, and strengthen the security of every nation in the world. All right. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, well, she's the what do you want to say, the star of this shit, because you know how Jake loved the first black anything, and it's a woman. Oh man, they couldn't wait to go vote. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris underlined the return to Obama-era foreign policy with a promise that the U.S. would reassemble and renew America's alliances and rebuild and strengthen the national security and foreign policy institutions that keep us safe and advance our nation's interests. Now, you remember the Obama damn administration, right? One of the things that he promised, because he was all about change, one of the things he said, yeah, we're going to bring the troop back. Man, they was in the Middle East the whole time, man. America not stopping war. That's all they know how to do. And advance our nation's interests and imperialism, man. They just use trigger words to keep the dummies happy, man. All right. Her words served as an uncanny echo of former Pentagon Chief James Mattis's denunciation of Trump's foreign policy in a Foreign Affairs piece published Monday. Mattis wrote that a Biden administration must eliminate America first from the U.S. national security strategy's contents, which they won't, man. America's not going. It's the Edomites, man. They're not going to put another nation before them or care about another nation. Look what they did to the Israelites. You know? They don't have a conscience. All right? But I ain't going to hold you. You know, I just wanted to make that video. You know, I hope it was edifying. That I'm going to say shalom.